Wake me up.
Happiness is a state for women and children. Anytime I've heard, I'm not happy, it's been a guy who has like nothing going on. I think the same thing can be applied to like life energy. If you do something impressive, your confidence will just be there.
I hate the thought of people being humiliated while they're trying to get clean. People struggle with sobriety.
20 push-ups, 20 jumping jacks, get to bed on time.
Maybe you'll only smoke crack twice a week.
And no Fortnite. Am I about to ruin everything with one text message? I blew it pretty hard. Looking for ways to be smart. Maybe you shouldn't be socializing so much. There's the mode of making money, and there's the mode of keeping money.
You realize you're a late bloomer when you're like 23 or something.
No, that's so early.
Really?
Yeah, are you kidding me? Double down, work as hard as you possibly can, because for most of your life, you're going to be unhappy. You're either growing or you're decaying. That's how it be. You never stay in one place, okay? You can never reach homeostasis. You have momentum. It's all about not f***ing up. I don't have as much expertise or knowledge as would warrant so many people asking me. One thing I know for sure is that in the realm of making money, there's like basically two different modes. There's the mode of making money, and there's the mode of keeping money. And I think the same thing can be applied to like life energy. So when you need to make money and you have nothing, you basically need to do every crazy idea that you can possibly think of and like take your corporeal, like the energy of your body, and expel that into the world as hard as you possibly can for like whatever many number of years you need to in order to finally get a dime. You know what I mean? But you have to be adventurous, you have to take risks, you have to do things that sound crazy that'll make your parents think you're nuts. And eventually something will work out and you'll get money. And it doesn't mean you need to go base jumping. I'm not saying do something literally crazy. I'm saying the idea to start a small business or to learn how to do this thing that other people don't quite understand, it'll sound crazy to someone that's like telling you to go to school for 10 years to be a doctor or whatever. Like it'll sound like you're being nuts, but it's just a little bit of adventurousness and being open to new information. What you have to do is you have to get so undeniably good at something that your credentials can't be f***ed with. Double down, work as hard as you possibly can, and don't spend time worrying about stuff that's out of your control. The sort of mindset that'll let you get little bugaboos about I'm too fat, or my jawline's not whatever, or my neck is whatever. You can do this to infinity with any aspect of any element of your body. You have to get strong, and you have to get skilled with something so that when people try to punk you, you can pull that out. You know, they won't even, and they can see it on you too. When you have confidence that comes from something that you've legitimately done, as opposed to fake confidence. That's why I don't like the fake it till you make it stuff. Do some that leads to the development of confidence. If you do something impressive, your confidence will just be there. But when it comes time to keep money, it's like the opposite. Like it's shutting down. It's becoming risk averse. It's looking for the most sort of cement, ironclad bet that you can is when it comes to keeping money.
You realize you're a late bloomer when you're like 23 or something, 24.
No, that's so early.
Really?
Yeah, are you kidding me?
How old do you think he is? He's got 40K.
If he's ashamed, if he's like not fully confident about having 40K, maybe he's like 32 or something. In which case it's time to pick it up. You better move. You got to do something. Yeah. If you have 40K in your 20s, you're good to go. Don't blow it. That's my advice.
You got to get straight, man. Or just get really good at doing it an abnormally amount less. Drink water, man. Get healthy. Go to the gym. If you go to the gym, you won't want to do drugs. And then maybe you'll just start doing drugs a little less. Maybe you'll only smoke crack twice a week.
That's good though. That's good advice.
Yeah, just go a little less.
Don't worry if you're in your early 20s and you're starting to realize that life kind of sucks. Your happiness is fading. Just realize that that's part of maturing. That's part of you're entering into a phase now where your happiness should be tied more to your goal completion and less to your immediate surroundings. And don't f*** up. Like don't get into it. Don't get a DUI. Everybody f***s up. People always f*** up. It's so easy to f*** up. You go get a DUI. You know, spend too much money on X, Y, or Z. Just don't do that.
People fail. It happens. People have a tough time with it. Just do them less and less and less over time. And then over time, you're going to be like, I don't even want to do them at all. Hopefully, you know. But I'm not here. Like I said, my friends could blow crack smoke in my face and I'd give them a hug. It doesn't fucking matter. That's none of my business. People's sobriety as a whole or your qualifications of it as a whole are none of people's business. And I hate how it's humiliating. I hate the thought of people being humiliated while they're trying to get clean. That kills me inside. I hate this all or nothing. People struggle with sobriety and they feel like they can't ever get sober. And that's a tough thing for people to like wrestle with. And hearing that like there's only one way. It's always bothered me with like the Dr. Drew submitting to sobriety. It's kind of a hot button issue up here. Like people with opiates and it sucks to hear that. Because I know I've been on the other end of that where you're like, nah, I fucked up again. I'm a piece of shit. Nah, it just happens.
Yeah.
Just slow it down. Hey, I only got fucked up 26 times this year. That's a win.
Yeah.
That's a win in my book. Hey, that's a win in my book.
So when you're doing something in your life, you're walking around, think to yourself, am I about to fuck everything up with one pen stroke? Am I about to ruin everything with one text message?
Yeah.
Oh, I am. Better not do that.
Yeah.
And just don't do that. It's that easy.
So instead of forcing yourself to not do drugs, force yourself to go to the gym and let the repercussions of going to the gym all the time affect your drug use.
If you can do that one thing as good as you can do drugs, you'll stop doing drugs a little less.
20 push-ups, 20 jumping jacks. That's option 1. Option 2, plan your day tomorrow. Option 3, get to bed on time. Option 4 is floss. No cheating and no Fortnite. I'm talking real floss. All right, get to it. Go do something. Figure out what you're going to do tomorrow. Stop eating. It's 8:30 Eastern time. It's a good time to stop filling your guts with sugar and carbs.
If you don't want to go to the gym, just run. I used to just run when I wanted to I'd run for 3 weeks straight and I would just want to drink a little less.
Yeah.
You know, and then by the end of it, it was like, I haven't drank in 3 months. And then it's like, all right, well, it's summertime. And then I just drink way less.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I used to drink a lot, like 3 times a week, 4 or 5 beers. Now I just drink like once a week. And sometimes I drink 9 beers, but it's fewer and far betweener than it used to be.
Sam with IBS since 10.
Hey, that's me.
Should indecisive men who are apprehensive about everything just bite the bullet?
Do a push-up.
A single one? A single
Start
push-up?
small. Do one push-up.
Sam X with the 15 euro says, yo, lads, I've been feeling a bit lonely lately. I don't really have any friends now, but I'm seeing it as a fresh start. I'm 20 and I have a hard time socializing due to anxiety.
Maybe you shouldn't be socializing so much. I like that, though. It is a fresh start. The challenge of living, life is hard. It's like difficult. Happiness is not going to factor into it for a while. It's the Hagakure, the Japanese way of the samurai. And something they say in that book is, if you can't function while you're unhappy, you're useless. Because for most of your life, you're going to be unhappy. Happiness is an emotion for children and for women. Kids get happy, women get happy. You, as a man, you're probably going to have to be unhappy a lot of the time, unless you're playing Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. When was the last time you were happy?
Because it's like moments. Like when we're on stage, it's cool.
Yeah.
But
Or when Chipotle gets here.
is happy fun?
Anytime I've heard I'm not happy from a guy, it's been a guy who has like nothing going on. If you have an ambition, if you have some set of criteria that are unfulfilled, my criteria is continue to establish myself as a man, buy a house, have enough money to fund the development of this video game, make fans happy. Like I have a list of like 15 things that I want to get through before I'm dead. And none of those are they're only partially coming true. Until they come true, I'm not going to be happy. That's just how it is. I blew it pretty hard looking for ways to be smart.
Yeah.
And it's just not like you're not going to you can get lucky, but you're not going to outcompete all the other people who are trying to be smart. I think the same is true for if you find something, like if something in your life clicks, like you're a soldier nurse. First of all, you're one of the greatest heroes of all time. But second of all, you have like you're making money, right? Like you have a like a socket that your puzzle piece fits into, and now it's working. There are times where it's a good time to adjust your mindset into a settling down kind of thing. And yes, of course, you're always going to look for ways to optimize. But if you have a good thing, you don't need to go around looking for more good things. Just find a way to make it gooder, if that makes sense. The only thing you can do is wait for opportunity. And the opportunity is like, you'll know it when you see it, but it's like your genius friend, like the smartest kid in your high school comes around and he's already started a business. He's already got a successful business going. And he's like, you're talking to him at whatever, like whatever the circumstances are, and he lets it be known that he's starting a new company. That's your time to be like, oh, I don't know, I don't know that much, but I have 40,000. Can I get in there somehow? Like that's the type of opportunity you're looking for. Or if it's a stock trade or a crypto thing, it's some instance where you have information that other people don't have. Like that's the way to information or expertise that other people don't have. But 40K, that's kindling for a bigger fire, if you know what I mean. And just don't be in a hurry to spend it. Be comfortable waiting, sitting around, and keeping your eyes peeled and your ears open for that one weird thing that you hear once every 8 years that sounds like it's actually going to make money.